We all want to believe that the universe has a plan for us, that there's some grand design or purpose to the twists and turns of our lives. But how can we know when the universe is truly guiding us? Is it just coincidence or something deeper? In this video, we will explore 10 powerful signs that the universe may be sending you to guide you along your path. These signs are subtle, yet profound. They whisper to us in ways that we often overlook or dismiss, but if you pay attention, the universe is always communicating. So let's dive into the first part of this exploration. Have you ever felt like the world is speaking directly to you, almost as if it's sending you a personal message? This is the first sign. The universe often communicates with us through synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect or bizarre to ignore. So you might bump into someone you haven't seen in years, and they give you exactly the advice you needed at that moment. Or maybe you see the same number everywhere for days on clocks, receipts, or car license plates. These are not random. They are the universe's way of telling you you're on the right path.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
But here's the key question. Are you paying attention? When these synchronicities happen, do you brush them off as mere chance? Or do you take a moment to reflect on what they mean for your life? The universe speaks in subtle ways, and often the signs will keep repeating until you acknowledge them. The more you listen, the clearer the guidance becomes. The second sign is a feeling of inner peace or calm, even amidst chaos. Sometimes you'll find yourself in a situation where everything should feel overwhelming, but instead you feel calm, centered, and at peace. This is not just a random occurrence. When the universe is guiding you, it offers you this sense of peace as a reminder that you are exactly where you need to be. It's a sign that you are aligned with your purpose, even if the external circumstances seem turbulent. Now think about your own life. Have you ever experienced a moment where everything around you was chaotic, but you felt an unshakable sense of calm? What was the universe trying to tell you in that moment? The third sign is obstacles and challenges. Yes, you heard that right. When the universe is guiding you, it doesn't always make the path easy. In fact, the universe often throws roadblocks in front of us to help us grow. These challenges aren't there to punish you. They are there to teach you. Sometimes, the universe needs to push you out of your comfort zone so you can evolve into the person you're meant to be. I think of these challenges as a spiritual tuning fork, realigning you with your true path. But here's the deep question. Are you seeing these challenges as signs of failure? Or are you recognizing them as opportunities for growth? When you face resistance, are you resisting back? Or are you flowing with the lessons that come your way? The fourth sign that the universe is guiding you is when things begin to fall apart. This can feel terrifying, but often it's necessary. Sometimes to build something new, the old must be dismantled. Relationships may end, jobs may disappear, or personal plans may unravel. It's easy to think that the universe is punishing you during these times, but in reality, it's making space for something better. The breakdown is part of the breakthrough. Have you ever had your life fall apart, only to look back and realize that it was the best thing that ever happened to you? When the universe takes away something, it's because it's creating room for something more aligned with your true purpose. The challenge is trusting the process. The universe is always working in your favor, even when it doesn't seem like it. The fifth sign is repeated messages. You might hear the same phrase or piece of advice from multiple sources, friends, books, even random conversations overheard in passing. When the same message keeps coming up, it's not by accident. The universe is trying to get your attention. It's like the universe is knocking on your door, asking, "Are you listening?" But here's the question. How often do you ignore these repeated messages, thinking that they're irrelevant or that you'll deal with them later? When the universe sends you the same message over and over, It's time to take action. Don't wait for the universe to shout at you, learn to listen to its whispers. The sixth sign is a sense of flow. When you're on the right path, things just seem to fall into place. Opportunities present themselves, doors open, and you find yourself in the right place at the right time. This is what is often called being in the flow. It doesn't mean that life is always easy, but it means that when you're aligned with the universe's guidance, you move through challenges with grace and solutions come more easily. Have you ever noticed that when you're deeply passionate about something, it seems like everything just works out? That's the universe telling you, this is the way. Keep going. When you're in the flow, you're in harmony with the energy of the universe. The seventh sign the universe is guiding you is through the people it brings into your life. Some people come into our lives for only a brief moment, but they leave a lasting impact. Others stay longer, but they too serve a purpose in your spiritual journey, whether through friendships, romantic relationships, or even chance encounters. The people you meet are often sent to help you grow or to teach you something important. Sometimes they may challenge you or trigger you, but even these difficult relationships are part of the universe's grand design. The question is, are you open to learning from the people the universe sends your way? Every person you encounter has something to teach you if you're willing to listen. Even the ones who hurt you or push your buttons are there to show you something about yourself. Can you see the lesson in every relationship? The eighth sign is intuition. This is perhaps one of the most powerful ways the universe communicates with us. Intuition is that gut feeling, that inner knowing that tells you what's right or wrong, even when you don't have logical evidence. It's the universe's way of guiding you from the inside out. When you get that feeling in your gut or that little voice in your head, it's important to pay attention. But here's the deep question: how often do you trust your intuition? How often do you ignore it, thinking that your mind knows better? The universe speaks through your intuition, but it's up to you to listen. In those moments when you feel uncertain or confused, your intuition is your compass. Trust it. The ninth sign is dreams. The universe often communicates with us through our dreams, sending us messages, symbols, or even warnings. That you might have a vivid dream that stays with you, or you may wake up with a sense of clarity about a problem you've been facing. Dreams are a window into the subconscious, and the universe uses them to guide you when your conscious mind is too cluttered. Have you ever had a dream that felt so real it seemed like more than just your imagination? What message was the universe trying to send you through that dream? Dreams are not random. They are a tool for spiritual communication. The 10th and final sign that the universe is guiding you is perhaps the most profound and transformative of all: a deep sense of surrender. Surrender, in this context, doesn't mean giving up on your dreams, ambitions, or desires. So instead, it means releasing the tight grip of control and trusting in the flow of life. It means accepting that the universe has a plan for you, even if it doesn't align with your expectations or the timeline you've envisioned for yourself. Surrender is about letting go of the need to force things to happen. Think about how often we try to control every aspect of our lives, our careers, relationships, finances, and even our spiritual journey. We set plans, make goals, and create expectations. But what happens when those plans fall apart? What happens when things don't go as we imagined? In those moments, many of us feel lost, frustrated, or even hopeless. But what if, instead of resisting, we learn to trust that the universe, in all its wisdom, knows what's best for us? When you surrender to the universe, you acknowledge that there is a higher intelligence at work, something far greater than your individual will and ego. You begin to understand that you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You don't need to control every outcome. Surrender allows you to embrace the unknown with trust rather than fear. It's important to clarify that surrender doesn't mean passivity. It doesn't mean that you sit back and do nothing, waiting for life to happen to you. Far from it. Surrender is actually an empowered state of being because it allows you to act in alignment with the flow of the universe rather than swimming against the current. When you're in a state of surrender, you're not giving up, you're giving in to the natural rhythm of life. You're allowing the universe to guide you where you need to go, rather than forcing yourself down a path that may not be right for you. Here's the thing, the universe often has plans that are far greater than the ones we make for ourselves. But because we're so focused on achieving specific outcomes, we sometimes miss the bigger picture. We resist the flow of life, trying to make things happen our way on our timeline. So, what if the universe is preparing something even better for you? What if the setbacks, the delays, and the unexpected twists and turns are all part of a grander design? Have you ever looked back on a moment in your life where things didn't go as planned, only to realize later that it was the best thing that could have happened to you? Maybe a job opportunity fell through, but it led you to a career that was more fulfilling. Or maybe a relationship ended, but it opened the door to deeper love and self-discovery. These experiences are not random. They are the universe's way of guiding you toward your highest good, even if it doesn't make sense in the moment. Surrendering to the universe requires a deep level of trust in the unknown, trust in the process, and most importantly, trust in yourself. It's about recognizing that you are not separate from the universe. You are an integral part of it, and the same intelligence that orchestrates the stars, the seasons, and the cycles of nature is also guiding your life. When you surrender, you align yourself with that intelligence and you allow it to work through you. But here's the crucial question: are you ready to let go? Are you ready to stop resisting and start trusting? Surrender is not easy. It requires us to confront our fears and let go of the need to control every aspect of our lives. It requires faith that things are unfolding exactly as they are meant to, even if we can't see the full picture yet. One of the most powerful aspects of surrender is that it opens the door to miracles. When you let go of trying to control the outcome, you make space for the universe to surprise you in ways you never imagined. You become open to new possibilities, new opportunities, and new paths that you may not have considered. In the space of surrender, you are no longer limited by your own expectations. You are free to experience the magic and mystery of life in its fullest expression. Think about a time in your life when everything seemed to fall into place effortlessly. Maybe it was a project that came together seamlessly, or a relationship that flowed naturally without force. These are moments when you were in alignment with the universe's flow. You weren't trying to control or manipulate the outcome, you were simply allowing things to unfold. This is the power of surrender. But surrender is not something you do once and then forget about. It's a daily practice. Every day you are faced with situations where you can choose to resist or surrender. It might be something small like getting stuck in traffic, or something more significant like dealing with a major life transition. In each moment, you have the opportunity to trust that the universe has your back, or to resist and try to control the situation. The choice is yours. In the end, surrender is the ultimate act of faith. It's about trusting that everything is happening for your highest good, even when it doesn't look like it. It's about believing that the universe is always working in your favor, even when the path is unclear. And it's about letting go of the need to know all the answers, and instead allowing life to unfold in its own perfect timing. So, are you ready to surrender? Are you ready to trust the universe fully and completely, even when the road ahead is uncertain? When you do, you'll find a sense of peace and freedom that goes beyond anything you've ever experienced. You'll realize that you don't have to do it all alone, because the universe is always guiding you if you're willing to listen.